Whoops, we're floating around a bit. Sorry, folks. Okay, this one's going to be, it's a little bit boring in some ways, or there's some text I don't like where the text is, but we're going to try and make this look good. Okay. So we're going to keep it at 100. This will be interesting to see how this one turns out. Oh, fuck off, Konica Minolta, you and your fucking interface. Your user interface really stinks. You don't know what you're doing, Konica. You don't know anything. You fuckers. Idiots. Dumb cops, so to speak. You fucking idiots. Dummies. Useless cunts. You wouldn't know the first thing about decent copier design, you fuckers. Go fuck yourselves. Anyway, enough of that. I'm just going to get stuck in. Okay, it's going to be all the way there. The blue's going to end up turning to purple if we have that red. So we're just going to add... I'm not going all the way with the red. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay, let's see what we've got. We have here a Telco, whatever, brochure or pamphlet. Don't know what to call it. I think we're going to do this side of the job. So this will be our pamphlet. I think it's a pamphlet. It's hard to know what's a leaflet, what's a pamphlet, what's a flyer. You know, they're all similar but different. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, let's see if we've reimagined this nicely. Actually, that looks quite nice. Even though we've got text, the text sort of goes in with all the lovely curves and twists and that. So that's come up better than I thought. I think now we can consign this to the recycle pile, and now we're just going to put together our finished part. I don't know which part's going to be the centre. I'm going to try and decide. It looks like that's got a nice diamond feel, nice little diamond shape, which I do like diamond shapes in my mirror images. So we're just going to switch this to copied paper, but that has come up really well, better than I thought. We're going to have to maybe not. We'll soon find out. Let's see how we go. We're now going to turn that off, and we're going to turn off the colour, the background colour. Wondering if maybe the hue could be dropped in the centre and the red. We can centre it as well. Keep the brightness dark, and we're just going to... Actually, this is going to be... How should I put it? I'm going to have to do I think an overlap, or maybe we'll try without an overlap first and see what happens. Turning this back into a positive image, which means it's going to stay as a negative, if you know what I mean. Let's see how we go. Okay, let's see if this looks good. Whoa, it's very dark. Some ways I like it. It's got iridescence in the green area. Got a little bit of a shadow around the border. I'm thinking I might have to do an overlap, but that looks really dark, but there are some nice highlights there in this dark looking composition. It's a tough one. So now we're just going to quickly play with the button and we're just going to have to overlap and then enlarge it slightly so we don't have ugly borders or any shadows from turning the image back into a positive image with the... So yeah, so now we're just going to go here and we're just going to manually select going 104 104. Right, we've done that, and we might have to, still looks nice, but it would probably look nice if it was a bit more, if we had a bit more lightness to it instead of the extreme dark. So we're just going to do one big notch toward the less, to make the density a little bit less, just a little bit. So now this should hopefully work. Let's see how we can make this Telco pamphlet look really nice. I think it's almost a pamphlet, or is a pamphlet, not sure. It's a funny thing to debate, I find. Anyway, just wondering if I like this one better because it's more iridescent, but it's always a trade-off. It's like when if you want iridescence, you got to have everything else looking dark and gloomy. But that looks really nice. I think that's a good compromise. It still shows, it's probably the best I can get, almost. So we're now printing this off. Okay, let's see how that looks. So that's our second piece. So we've got to put the diamond in the middle. It's a little bit curly, unfortunately, folks. This one is lifted up a bit higher than what we would like. So that's those two. And now we're just going to set this up for 2. And we're just going to go here. And we're just going to find our mirror image on this rather clumsy, ungainly user interface that our friends, well, they're not really my friends, they're my enemies, but I'm their enemy more than that. Konica Minolta, the company that made this photocopier, stupid idiots. And of course they designed it. But anyway, let's see if we can make the most of a shitty copier system. So all photocopiers are bad. They all have nasty little bits and pieces that, they don't even put any new features in. They just change the shape of things. They change the way the user interface operates, even though they've got the same fucking features that they've had for more than a decade. And there's so many, and they just change the physical shape of the hardware, so you can't put spare parts of a new machine into an old machine. So they just use all these fucking cunning little tricks. So you have to buy a new photocopier when 5 years elapses. Not good enough, Konica, but that looks really quite nice. This is really, I think I can call it's a bit, the curling's a problem, as you can see, but apart from that, you can see that looks really quite interesting, in my opinion at least. Gotta go.